tomorrow I got to go over there and put some more Nancy Wilson and Dana Washington and Johnny Hartman on the MP3. In the wee small hours of the morning. And his voice is so good. Foes rush in where angels fed to tread. And and with Coltrane, he's with John, he's so good. And I'm like listening, going, damn, and why didn't I put In the Wee Small Hours of the Morning on there the other day when I was up there? Because this song is so good. And he's got love songs that are just very, he's exquisite. It's wonderful. I don't know why I'd never heard of him before. Why more people have been able to, Johnny Hartman. Oh, the guy's, he's good. Very, very strong, very powerful, It was that one lady who told me, people like Bill Medley. It's like, did you know who Johnny Hartman was? It's just good gravy. John Coltrane did. Wow, some good stuff, man. I mean, his voice is just, it's a pleasure to sit and listen to him sing. Yeah. He's really good. Shit. I never knew who he was. I'm almost 60 years old, and I just found out who Johnny Hartman is. Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. Remember that on a Kel Burnett? Mary, quite contrary. Mary, quite contrary. Come down from there, old man, before you get your pan blown off. I still wonder why I got that one. Oh, that one is so funny. I don't know if my dad's seen that one. Oh, that is so funny. Is this the Humpty Dumpty hotline? Whoa. Peekaboo Panda. Oh, gosh. Ah, stupid. Oh, yeah, it's dumb. Tired. I got to move here. I got to run out here and after I make this one, I'll go down there and I'm gonna get my music is charging because the battery it actually turned on. So I may go for about 30 minutes or so and run out there and throw some shots up in the barn. I hadn't been doing it for a while. The depression just set in and got more insidious on me instead of me coming out of it. I understand it. Does it bother me? Oh, yeah. Being depressed because people are being selfish and is not my problem. It's just something I've got to deal with because other people that are selfish have problems and cause problems. Being intelligent, I wish people would use technology to share the applied physics and the perfection of it of the Lord's Prayer worldwide now. And I wouldn't have to focus on it, mainly myself. I think that's what depresses me the most, is having to do this mainly, focused on me and not everybody joining together and doing it because it's the right thing to do. Let's close now. Just a joke. Carly Simon, you're with me now. And I think that's what depresses me so much. And I think it's just because I'm humble, so and I know my faith is correct. So that depresses me because you get people that think they're that one guy at the store, the God's gonna destroy them all, and I think they talk. I don't know if they're talking about Donald Trump or what. I don't know what they're talking about, but it's like God's going to destroy them or get rid of them or end this soon. Guys, God's omniscient. Like I told that man and his wife at the store, God's omniscient and omnipotent. God didn't intervene and stop the Holocaust. God didn't intervene and stop Middle Passage and the long walk, and so, guys, it's wrong to see God as a possessive pronoun in the first person written down by the Roman Empire that waits in the clouds for the right time to strike when deemed fit by God. Okay. And I told him, I said, no, we have to do it ourselves. No, you're not capable of doing it yourself. That's not true. Jesus gave us the Lord's Prayer because we're capable of doing that. And when you read the text and you're seeing that's fallacy, that's wrong. Okay. And when people see themselves, okay, as God, because they read a text and the linguistics are wrongly placed, they don't apply in physics, they don't apply in mathematical, that's why most scientists because they're not part of the eternal faithful communication of the Messiah, don't believe in quote unquote religion because of what people do with religion to bastardize it and make it a first person expression of egotistical mythology instead of understand reality through scientific fact, not fiction. Okay, do you understand? In the wee small hours of the morning, right? Autumn Serenade. I gotta get that one too. She got gravy. I was just sitting there listening to more of them, especially the ones with the John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman together. Like that was good too. That was good too. Okay, I gotta just go load those suckers up, put them on my MP3, and go. Just, anybody else is this like musical candy? Is just is it just me? Just, I was listening to "Never Let Me Go" by Nancy Wilson, and then there was another one that Dinah Washington sings it. And I'm like, oh gosh, I like this almost as much as Nancy Wilson's. It's really good. Dinah Washington has a really wonderful voice. Anybody else? What a difference a day makes, 24 little hours when you find romance on your menu. She's really wonderful voice, right? Fun to listen to. And the other one I was listening to, I think it was Never Let Me Go. It was Aretha Franklin, but it was a different song. It wasn't the same one. And Dinah Washington, it was with Quincy Jones. It was his orchestra, and she was singing, and it was really good. And I'm like, wow, that's yeah, it's nice it's fun to hear, and you sit there, oh, you already have that and that. I have That's All by Tommy Edwards and the Midnighters. And I have I Really Don't Want to Know, okay, by Tommy Edwards, Eddie Albert, and Johnny Rodriguez. Okay, because I like all three. How many arms have held you and hated to let you go? How many, I wonder. I really don't want to know, Vida mía, no quiero saber how many lips have kissed you, And then Tommy Edwards, I really don't want to know. Always make me wonder and always make me guess. And even if I ask you, darling, don't confess. So I like all three of them, One doesn't leave me thinking, I want to hear the other one. They're all good. Anybody else really like Eddie Arnold? What's he doing in my world? And what's the other one? Make the world go away, get it off of my shoulders. Remember when you used to love me before the world took me astray? And good, right? Good voice. Good. He also, you give your hand to me and then you say hello. And I can hardly speak. My heart is beating slow. Yes, I like Eddie Arnold a lot. Anybody else like Eddie Arnold a lot? Got good taste out there? The metaverse, the Bueller verse, Bueller, Ben Stein's money verse. Still have intelligent, and even though you think money's real, you're still intelligent enough to like Eddie Arnold songs, right? Anyone? Bueller? So yeah, don't remain depressed. Get up and stand up for the Lord's Prayer. If you're not staying up for the Lord's Prayer, you're in a state of, if you're depressed, it's because you're not getting up and thinking it can happen. If you're not thinking that it can happen and even putting that in the realm of possibility, you're in a state of psychosis and you're no help to yourself or anyone. So it's like, asking you to do anything is like, okay, unless it's completely selfish and self-serving, you're not going to do it, right? Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Like, share and subscribe helps me more. It's trending because I'm worth it. I'm so amazing and funny, and people should pay attention to me. Are you standing up for Lord's Prayer? No, well, then shut up. I know, but you got 900 million views having people say, look, I'm standing on a box, but it looks like I'm floating in midair. But got 900 million views. Is that what people do to try to feel better? Now, the one they had on there with the guys with the most TikToks, they had the little baby, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, it's a baby. It's so cute. It's a cute baby. Oh my gosh, that was a cute baby, right? But you're like, it's still trending for money that gets little girls raped to death in brothels across the world to pay their families' bills. It takes a lot. It's like, okay, that baby deserves to live the Lord's Prayer just like the girls in the brothels, right? We women are such miserable creatures. Why is this show? Clean Lorber's Heart of Glory. Hey, it's got to win at the Sundance Film Festival. Stop it, right? I can't say stop it enough, right? There's a reason why I'm the Messiah. My life's in the book of Revelation and yours is not, right? Or do I have to keep... You're too strong, got to keep on keeping on, got the best of my imagination. Okay, do you understand? No? Okay. I don't quit. I don't quit at all. I will not stop. This isn't Kirk Douglas pretending to be General Marcus of the 6-Day War with his wife Angie Dickinson. Who's Angie Dickinson? The lady yelling at James Earl Jones and Jeff Bridges and Bo Bridges or whatever in the pool. Is that who it was with? I don't know. I sat and watched these other ones, and they had ones with about Tijuana, and it shows San Diego. And all the girls, going around half dressed and all that stuff. It's like, if you want to do that after we're living the Lord's Prayer, go on right ahead. If that's the way you meet somebody and you feel like you have a meaningful relationship, going out half dressed in a gathering where people eat and drink and listen to music and dance, that it's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who, email me. You need love. I need love just the way you need love. I need love just the way you do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. Believe me, girl, it ain't no big deal. But live the Lord's Prayer first. Then go do your thing. And if my thing ain't your thing, we ain't got to meet. I'll just stay on the twilight side of the hill, and you just go on the morning side of the mountain, and everything's going to be all right because we live in the Lord's Prayer world, right? And so, as long as we're living the Lord's Prayer, it's no harm, no foul, right? And 6-Day War was not an act of God. It was people trying to manipulate people with propaganda, continue tribal, secular, genocidal warfare through mythology, through books for institutions that manipulate people of like, it's happening now, it's happening now, it's happening now. We are a post-apocalypse since January 22nd, 2013, because I lived it and I did it. And it was right, and you've all been watching it anonymously on media, and like, share, and subscribe. I need more money for sexual procreation than to fly about the world and watch people live dysfunctional, aggressive, abusive lives through economic conflict and do nothing or say nothing meaningful for it to end so we can live meaningful lives, right? I think anybody who has half a lick of common decency, common sense, and logic and reason functioning between their right here, okay, can go, okay, this guy's it. And so was Krishnamurti. So was Haile Selassie. Okay, so was Sun Yat-sen and D.T. Suzuki. Okay, but their lives were taken and turned into, hey, that's General Marcus, and that's his wife Angie Dickinson, and this is the 6-Day War inspired by God, right? Which isn't true, right? God neither a possessive pronoun nor a first person be. God's omniscient and omnipotent. Okay. The word Jehovah means God in the Hebrew language. That doesn't mean that the word God in the Hebrew language has the make-believe market cornered on God. Did you know the word Jah means the word Jehovah in North Africa and the tribes that are related to people of Hebrew of the Hebrews? All right. It's in the Bible. David. Israel is from the river to the headwaters of the Nile to the river Jordan to the yes. Okay. David is telling you, Haile Selassie, okay, is the family of John the Baptist. And the word Jah in their language means Jehovah. And the Tigris-Euphrates River, David also talks about, where there are Hebrews that believe, okay, the word Allah in Arabic means Jehovah. Just because people have taken the words and corrupted them through their selfish bastardization of tribalization, thinking this and their genitalia is God's gift to women and children, is wrong, right? I'm the Messiah. I say what's right and what's wrong, because I prove it in a faithful, loving, living deed. Okay. What you people in corporations with your money and your technology did to me and are still doing to me and my family, okay, is absolutely hideous. It's worse than anything that ever happened to people like John McCain. John McCain went to an organization, was trained to get in a plane and drop bombs on people to maintain the status quo over money. Okay? He was not abused in his own hometown by people that wanted to drop bombs on people for money. Okay? And go to the hospital with drug and alcohol poisoning that was put in his body through topical solutions through the military that's supposed to keep us safe from people that abuse people, that will not obey natural laws given to us by the glory of God. It's in your text. It's in your Constitution. It's in your Bill of Rights. Okay? If you think John McCain was treated more heinously than me because he got put in a prison for dropping bombs on people to maintain status quo for genocide over money, that man dropped napalm on children because he was told to maintain the status quo of conflict over money. Okay? He got his ass kicked at the Hanoi Hilton. And you know what? He deserved it. Okay? I don't deserve to get disrespected and abused by a bunch of perverts in the military that give us assholes like John McCain and people tell them that they're heroes. Okay? Get yourself together. You're a big bag packed full of shit with a mouth that says words, but they have no meaning. Do you understand? And maybe when we're done, you can go get some on public domain, download some John Coltrane, Johnny Hartman songs, and sit down and go, wow, that was beautiful artistic expression for its time. And I really appreciate the beauty of the musicians and the singer. Yeah. And Quincy Jones with Dinah Washington singing, "Never let me go, love me much too much. If you should let me go, life would lose its touch. There's no me without you. Never let me go. I'd be so lost if you went away. There'd be 1,000 hours in the day. Without you, I know, because of one caress, my world was overturned at the very start. All my bridges burned. There's no me without you. Where would I be without you? Never let me go. I'd be so lost if you went away. There'd be 1,000 hours in the day. Without you, I know it doesn't go like that, no. It's the exact opposite I've found. You're 40 thinking you're going to meet any day. Then the next day you're on the doorstep of 60 going, I don't know if I want to meet anybody that didn't want to stand up for the Lord's Prayer yesterday. And I had to fix the technology for us to all be able to live it today. Right? You know, you don't know what love is. I like Nancy Wilson too. Okay, guys, Earl, I'm not moody. I'm a human being connecting to human beings. Past, present, future operate at the same time. And I'm trying to get those human beings to free the soul from their mind and to step from the selfishness they perceive as fear for everything they own. Is there someone you know, you're loving them so, but taking them all for granted? You may lose them someday. Someone takes them away, and they don't hear the words you long to say. How can you give everything you own? All is God's omniscient, omnipotent, Jehovah, Jah, Allah, Usan, right? Many words for God, because God is great, and human beings can reflect that through their words. But all the words don't sound the same. But when they're sincere and they're true and they're based on faithful love, they mean the same. Okay? Peace be with you, and also with you. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. Okay? You understand? Okay. Namaste. Namaste. Okay, guys. Whew. Yeah, I'm a big emotional ball of emotion. Yeah. Cancer. And my name is Ralph. Okay. So, because I love people. Hate shopping? I hate shopping. I love Solomon. Share, caregiving, accordance, needs to live with last. I don't know if the people at Walmart can stop the shopping because maybe they get threats of, we'll murder you if you stand up for Parsons. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Have faith and jump. I've got you. Trust me. It's been a long time since I've been able to use the technology to protect people that will stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me publicly so we can live it overnight. I can't tell you how long, but it's been a long time. I already started fixing it by January 22nd, 2013. I can't tell you if that was the exact date. I don't know. But if it was, don't you think all the people that didn't recognize and stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me, all that murder, all that death, all that COVID-19, all that Ukraine-Russian war, all that human trafficking, murdering during the COVID, all that rape and murder and killing in the name of philanthropy, isn't that punishment enough for people to deny the living Messiah and watch people be murdered because they were waiting for a magic show from the sky? Isn't that punishment enough? How much more punishment do you require of people? Life's eternal and grace is infinite. That means that punishment of not standing up for a living Messiah and all that murder from people from January 22nd, 2013 to today, you share in that guilt. Isn't that punishment enough for every man, woman, and child in the world today that was aware of or understood that I existed and what I did and what I'm doing and what I still have to do? Isn't it punishment enough? To me, it is. I'm a righteous Messiah. I'm a holy man. Okay. The horrible things that happened to me and my family and are still happening to them. Okay. The attacks from the scientific community that are abusive and selfish and want people, we can walk 5,000 people off a cliff just to prove a point because we can program like we're programming a video game and we can't get them to do anything they want to do. That's not true. If you're programmed like a video game, it's because you want them to do it, not because they want to do it. Okay? People pray to Jesus to deliver us from evil and all have us live the Lord's Prayer. But they don't believe I'm the Messiah and that I have to stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me for us to fix it. That's fundamentally flawed thinking. I shouldn't have to sit at a supermarket, at a grocery store, whatever you want to call it, and talk to people and explain to them the meaning of the word God and that we have to live the Lord's Prayer because Jesus gave us to us to live and he commanded us to do it. And Jesus is not your God waiting in the sky to kill everybody you don't like because you lack the faith and the courage and kindness to stand up for the Lord's Prayer with the living Messiah. How many people today said, yeah, most of them are women. And that's usually the way it is. The men get scared because the virtual presence of the predatory behaviors of the scientific virtual presence. The women are moms. Okay. Mothers, okay. When women act like men, they think a mother will kill everybody who tries to kill their children. Okay? When women act like women, they want everybody's child to be given the promise of the Lord's Prayer because his love is perfect. So the women that act like a man and call themselves a mother have been Stockholm Syndrome raped into the group of the bastard. They've never been touched or loved or felt, I don't know how to take this. I don't know why he moves me. He's a man. He's just a man. And I've had so many men before. But if he said he loved me, I'd be scared. I'd be frightened. I couldn't cope. I'd turn my head and walk away. I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so. And she's not scared of him. She's scared of what she has become, because she's taught to be selfish by these men in her life who are not afraid they're selfish. They're afraid their selfishness will be taken away, but that's not fear, that's selfishness, right? Okay. I love you guys, man. Let's load this one up. I'm just helping some friends in prayer get their family through hell so they can get to the kingdom of heaven, because I forgive them 7 times upon infinity, and I eternally love you perfectly. Okay. I love you guys, all right? Peace out, man.